Night owls of Reddit, what do you enjoy about being up so late and what are fun things that day people are missing out on? It makes the world feel a little smaller. During the day everyone rushes around and finally collapses into bed to do it again the next day. Being up late when everyone's sleeping, you get that feeling of having real, true time to yourself and you can reflect a little. Scope out your own little corner of the world. It sorta feels like time stops for a little and I love it. I don't know why, but I've just always enjoyed nearly everything about life more during the night. I live in NYC, so it's not like the world I inhabit is that different at night. I just prefer night over day. Big cities at night have this crazy atmosphere. Where I live I notice it especially in summer. When I go out at night everybody's more pleasant, kind. All kinds of music play everywhere. People walk around just for the sake of walking, as opposed to going somewhere. Nobody's in a hurry. I love it. I live in a town with a huge manufacturing economy, so people at night are just third shift factory workers heading to work, and there's so many semi-trucks on the highway past midnight, delivering stuff to factories and stores for the day. Driving and shopping for groceries. I love empty roads late at night. Something so calming and mysterious driving at night and seeing the lights and roads. It's also fun to see other cars and wonder why they're up so late too. I just like shopping for random things at night cause no lines and I can usually park pretty close to the store. Lol. Where in fuck do you shop for groceries that's actually open? Are there any 24/7 places aside from the store 24? There's this thing called Walmart here. They're open 24/7 and only close for a few hours out of the year on December 25th and the 4th Thursday of November. They sell pretty much everything. They just started closing Walmarts at 1 AM around me. Fucking blows when you get off work at 12:30 AM. Major night owl here who got a morning job about a year ago. I could go on and on about what I miss about being up at night. I like my job, which is a first for me, otherwise I'd go back instantly. First and foremost, sleeping was better as a night owl. There is no real deadline for it. My day could go on as long or as little as I'd like. Now I have to be in bed by 11 PM at the latest to get any kind of decent amount of sleep cause I have to be up at 5 AM. As a night owl it wasn't a big deal to get delayed while having fun or taking care of stuff I had little time for earlier. If I went to bed at 5 AM instead of 3 AM I could just add a few more hours to my alarm clock. Shopping during the day is chaos compared to nighttime. I used to run in and out of stores for a few items quickly. Big shopping trips involving multiple stores would mostly be done in 40 minutes to an hour including travel time. Now I'm lucky if it takes less than 20 minutes in the store to get a gallon of milk. Even stores that close early, WTF Costco? It was better to go in about an hour before they close. But now that time frame is used by preparing dinner or other such things. Speaking of travel time, driving during the day is 100 times more frightening than nighttime for me. There is massive traffic all the time. Everything reflects the sun into my eyes making it hard to see. People leap out of driveways, side streets like cheap haunted house animatronics, plus I don't have the advantage of headlights helping me. If a crazy driver is behind me at night, headlights sworn with more than enough time to get out of their way. Now I have checked my mirrors and blind spots constantly, which makes it harder to focus in front of me. Often now motorcycles sneak up right next to me then blast their engines like a high-pitched dragon roar, which is scary as hell. At night motorcycle drivers tend to keep a distance from cars. Also things during the day tend to mix into one big moving picture for me. Everything is moving so it's harder to notice something suddenly change. At night everything is still, so sudden movement is much more noticeable. I have had way more close calls during the day than I ever did at night. Where I am it's been hot as fuck during the day, which I'm not at all used to do. It's much harder to do any kind of physical work with the sun zapping my energy. I feel drained just walking through a parking lot. Even when it's hot at night the sun isn't beating down on me, so drinking water or wearing light clothes help a lot, but during the day it's barely enough to not pass out. In general, people are a lot kinder at night too. I've noticed way more pissed off people in the morning. They'll gladly risk an accident to gain a spot ahead in line at a drive-thru. They yell at clerks more and have much higher expectations of what they should be given or how fast things should be done. It's like the stress of what the day is going to be like is making them asshole. Oh yeah, and the night sky doesn't assault my eyes when I look up like daytime does. You might want to invest in some sunglasses. I have a lot of sunglasses. I call them my day vision goggles. They only do so much to help the sun from killing my eyes. Also, it doesn't matter if I have sunglasses on if the light reflects off countless things into my eyes, cause it's like a spotlight dancing in my face. Sure, it's not as grueling as without sunglasses, but I still can't see shit through the glare. They also make the whole moving picture issue much worse. It's nice staying up until sunrise and getting to go to sleep to the sound of birds singing. Yup. I've also learned to sleep in a light room, so I fall asleep to natural light. Did wonders for depression. When I was living in Germany for a year, one used to go out on weekend nights with my friends, and there was nothing I loved more than walking back to my host family's house on a Sunday morning as the sun was rising. Everything was still so quiet. Some people would be getting up in just an hour or two as my night was ending. Everything felt so peaceful as I went through the fun night in my head. It was so gratifying, and then I'd quietly go in, creep up to my room, and snuggle into my bed for the next 6 hours. The uninterrupted silence and solitude. If you are a writer or working on a project, the best time to do it is at night. You don't have to worry about people calling / texting / bugging you. You can concentrate continuously. Also, if you are hungry, and lucky enough to have late night places, hitting them up in the middle of the night is fun. Very often it's just you, a waiter, waitress, the cook, and maybe a few other costumers. It's so relaxed. You can take your time to eat. Heck, in many diners, they'll let you hang out as you sip away at your coffee or eat your meal. No rushing you out the door because they need the table for the next batch of customers. Now there's a great place to get some writing done. You don't have to worry about getting hungry and scrambling to make a meal. The meal is made for you. Everyone I socialize with are artists of some form or work in the art world, including myself and my husband. Everyone refers to the hours of 2 am 5 pm as the most productive hours of the day for this word due to that interrupted silence and solitude you are talking about. No emails, no calls, no meetings, no stores open, no distractions. For artists it's perfect smile. I was actually diagnosed with delayed sleep phase syndrome. Basically, my body wants me to be up at night so bad it causes insomnia, and I also sleep easier during the day. It goes back to when we lived in a herd. Some would stay up all night to warn of predators or other nightly dangers. I feel much more awake and energetic at night. I really want you to find the herd you deserve. Just looked this up because I had never heard of it, and this is me. Somewhere out there are all of my people. It's hard to describe, but I just function better at night. Always have. I'm more alert, more creative, and more in the mood to do stuff. In the normal outside world, I love doing grocery shopping at midnight because there's hardly anyone else in the store to get in my way. At home, I love when I can stay up late and could just hammer out progress on artwork or stories or any other project. Nighttime is usually also when I want to clean and reorganize everything. For some reason, during the day, I'm pretty much useless. Which is why, as much as I like my job, I hate that it's 9-5. I'm a zombie all fucking day, and then right around midnight is when I want to do everything, which is when I also need to go to bed. It sucks. For me, like around 7 o'clock at night, I get this crazy energy spike. Everything becomes clear and I can really focus on whatever I want to do. It lasts till about 12, and I can push it to 3 or 4, but I try not to. Just being alone. No loud cars, no people, no sounds, no blaring sunlight. Just chill nothingness. I love just being able to chill in nature at night. feels like stolen time. It's like I have all day by default, but the time I managed to stay up is a bonus few hours I can give to myself. If you go to get groceries at night, there is less likely to be a line and there will be a lot less elderly people, manage a haircut, mums and children. Takes about 5 minutes.